owning or buying the horse is the cheapest thing versus all the other expenses. Hi guys, if you've been keeping up with our blog, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone. Firstly, before I get into my next 30 days, because we just did a 30 days with Dr. Tumsia, who did a great job breaking down equine nutrition from the beginning, talking about forage, talking about grains, talking about everything. You can literally click on any of her 30-day episodes, all posted on our Instagram. Click on anyone, and it should be such an informative episode for you guys who want to learn about horses. So she said, Farid, it's your turn to do a 30-day challenge. So I said, are you sure you want me to do this 30-day challenge? Because I'll tell these guys the truth. So what is the truth? I'm starting with my 30-day challenge basically on financial education when it comes to horses. And the best advice I'll tell you guys is not to own a horse. I'll tell you guys a quick story. Horses essentially are a money pit. So all your money will go into horses. So for example, a young person today, I have 5 million naira, I'm feeling cool. I see a horse that I like. Okay, 5 million naira, I buy the horse. Do you know the burden of transportation is also on you depending on where you're located? So if I'm buying a horse in the north going to the south, that's probably about 1 million naira just to transport that horse. Okay, and I had to think about where I'll put that horse. If I'm boarding, I have to pay rent every month. I have to not employ somebody to take care of the horse. I have to buy him feed. And mind you, horses are eating. I'm telling you, a horse can eat about 4 bags of feed in a month if you're going to feed them well, plus grass, plus all their drugs, plus all the medication. And at the end of the day, if you don't have the right person, what can even become expensive is all those calls of, oh, your horse is sick. You have to send money for this or for that. It might be true, and in some cases, it's not true. But all those expenses are things people need to factor in. That's why it's easier for people who already have a foundation of where the horses can stay to easily transact within this space. So the first thing I'd advise people is that one, do not own a horse if you're not ready to handle all these massive things. Buying the horse actually is the easiest part. So the money you pay for the horse is the easiest part. All those monthly recurring expenses do not get cheaper. And before you know, somebody will now say it's easier to get two than keep one, and then you're buying another one. And before you know that horse, you say, okay, I have two. Let me just buy three. It's actually easier to add horses, but the beginning stage, before you invest in even owning a horse, know that